Like I said, there was no ninja review. There was nobody to tell these guys that touching the ground was bad. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Old School Review. Wait a minute, that's not Ninja Review. Well, I threatened you guys. No, I warned you last week that if we didn't get any good Ninja Review submissions, then we would go back in time, and that's what we're doing here today. We are reviewing New Blood, a video by Zero, made in, I think, 2005. I'm a big fan of the way Zero does videos, and I have a whole list of other videos, but I would love, first, before we do anything, I would love to hear what videos from the 2000s would you guys like me to review. Now, to continue about Zero, Misled Youth was the first skateboarding video I ever had, the first one I ever saw. I even have a tattoo of it across my ribs, and you know what? Seeing that video kind of changed my life. It let me know that I wanted to skateboard as much as I possibly could, and in that time period in my life, it became really an obsession. So let's go back in time and watch this video. I have a timestamp here, 1829. We don't have time to watch the whole video, although we do things like that sometimes on Twitch. We're not streaming live right now. I'm just recording this locally on my computer. Tommy Sandoval, here we go. Starting off with a kickflip. Kind of lame, right? One of the best skateboarders in the world at the time, still really gnarly guy, and starts off with a kickflip, bombs a little hill. Who cares? Not me, but wait, you will care later in the video. Plus, back in the day, maybe they didn't know. They didn't know that they had to start their skate video off with a bang because there was no Ninja Review. Look at the perfect nose grind there, popping out, really Leo Romero-esque, almost getting hit by a car. No skate video would be complete without almost dying. Backtail right there. I'm a big fan of when the backtail happens on a round handrail that they sort of angle the nose up so it's like a blunt slide. You also got to realize that we get spoiled nowadays. I'm recording this video in 2021. You get these Yuto parts and these other big banger skaters where 80% of the video is an NBD down a giant set that's impossible. Back in the day, it wasn't so much like that. In fact, when I would ask my friends about skate videos and say, hey, what was it good? Was it bad? And then the next question would be, what's the best trick in the whole video? Versus today, you know, every trick in the video is the best trick. We don't see too many Tic Tacs here, a lot of giant stuff. I like the way Zero really sticks with the fisheye, keeps it really in your face, a lot of really close-up shots. They've done that forever. And it's not easy to film these guys going 1,000 miles per hour. Really nice backsmith there, switch flip. You'll also notice that skating was less of a fashion show back in the day. I'm not saying it wasn't a fashion show back then, but it certainly was a lot less, and that opens us up for a lot of debate. I love the commercialization of skateboarding. I love the idea that skateboarders can become millionaires without getting lucky. But back then, this really wasn't so much of an option. So you see these guys just skating in whatever they got. They didn't go to the Supreme store to buy a $25,000 hoodie just so they could do a back lip, you know what I'm saying? Look at the massive gnarliness of all these tricks. We got a giant frontside flip here. We got giant rails, really the total package, giant back lip, zooming in, zooming out. We got something huge coming up here. Lip slide comes out fakey, and even look how fast he's going. Really a phenomenal part. We're gonna skip ahead just to keep it on our typical format here. We're gonna skip ahead to see Chris Cole, James Brockman. This is a great part too. You know what? Usually we only do 2 parts. Let's skip to the middle of this part because he's really good. Nice 5-0, balancing all the way down through the kink. Nollie heel, really nice snap on that one. Balancing another 5-0. If you fall on that spot, you gotta fall down like 2 stories. So these guys are really risking their lives for seemingly a lot less at this time. Also, man, the style here is pretty dope. Switch 5-0 down a round rail like that, kind of crazy. Switch front board down Wilshire. You would never see, like, this was all groundbreaking. Giant heel flip, 2 hands on the ground, not a fan of that. Oh, I'm over here trying to suck the video's dick, and then they just fuck me off like that with the 2 hands on the ground. In a game of skate, that'd be a redo. Another hand on the ground there, giant rail back grind into the fence. Oh, what? He lands it, right? Nice nose grind there, really locking in. Hand on the ground. Okay, maybe now I know why I was debating on skipping that. I'm glad we skipped to the end. Who knows how many hands were on the ground. Back in the day, we used to call that picking up change because it would kind of look like you're bending down to pick up change off the ground. So anytime you landed sloppy, and me or my buddy Bobby would be like, how much change did you get? Did you make some money right there? Are you gonna pay for my bus ticket or what? There was a lot of that going on. Chris Cole, the fucking, the champion, right? We get a lot of unorthodox tricks here, as well as an unorthodox hair color. I will tell you this video came out in what, 2005? A lot of my friends blonded their hair probably because of this. Chris Cole had a really interesting style. The first time I seen this guy skate was in digital video, and he had a really awkward upright style and some weird hot pockets on tricks. But right here, he's really coming into his own, and you'll know by the final banger trick that he cemented himself in history with this part. Not that he wasn't already going to be a GOAT, but it's nice that we can look back on this and really appreciate how gnarly the tricks are. Because there's some tricks you look at, like Hollywood 16, you know, back in the 2000s, somebody does a feeble down it. A few years later, it gets switch feebled. Well, nobody has switch trade Wallenberg, so let's go ahead and call this guy what it is. He's kind of a beast. We get the front three here, sets his feet up really quickly, perfect nollie heel. Then the patented back three. Just so many good tricks here, great style, not a lot of tic-tacs. We're gonna watch for the hand drags. Like I said, there was no ninja review. There was nobody to tell these guys that touching the ground was bad, right? Nose grind right there. Started off the video part with a tray flip lip slide, so he knew to start it off with a bang. Monster of a heel flip here. You know, a lot of the times we say skateboarding has come so far, right? Because it really has. But there's some video parts where you kind of look at it and you have to say, well, skateboarding was always really, really gnarly. Okay, it's progressively gotten better, almost like on like a linear scale. But you gotta give these guys credit. It's not like going back in time and saying, well, in 2005, I could have been pro. I mean, look at this guy. He's doing everything. He's got the total package. He's got the rails. He's got the stairs. He's got some ledges. Switch backside flip. Little tic-tac there. Kick flip, nose grind down a ledge, balancing it, switch tray. I mean, these are not tricks that well, I almost slipped up. These are not tricks that 12-year-olds are doing today, but they kind of are. So maybe that's up for debate. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Has skateboarding come a long way, or are we still wasting our time doing grabs downstairs, putting our hands on the ground? Or do you think hands on the ground again? Like right here, switch nose blunt. That's always going to be a really hard trick, no matter what year it is. I imagine. Giant switch front heel. Really mixing it up too. Tray flip nose blunt, I said earlier. What's the best trick in the video? For me, even though there's a really crazy banger here, when I discussed this video with my friends, the tray flip nose blunt was the standout trick. And I'm not saying it had never been done before this, but you gotta admit it was really, really well done and still a super impressive trick. So here, this is one of the bangers. You know, a lot of people would say that's clearly harder than a tray flip nose blunt. But I was still newer to skating, and let's just say which one looks cooler, right? The tray flip nose blunt looks cooler. I'm not looking at like difficulty, I'm looking at aesthetics, and the tray flip nose blunt, in my opinion, looks cooler. And we finished the video off with a massive tray flip. And again, like I said, nobody's switch trade this, so we can't just say that, oh, back in the day skating was so easy, because clearly it wasn't. That was insane. Man, 2005, what a video. That just flew by. We just watched, what, 7 straight minutes of skateboarding, and at no point were we bored. At no point were we overly complaining. There was only one example of both hands on the ground, and if it was a regular ninja review, okay, we would have been making fun of some of the guys' haircuts and, you know, maybe this and that, but this is really something to behold as far as a step forward in skateboarding. And skateboarding always steps forward. Every single year, people are really pushing the envelope. But I would say, in my mind, in my opinion, this was really a groundbreaking video. And I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I especially would like to hear your guys' thoughts if this was the first time you've ever seen this video. A lot of you guys weren't even born in 2005. So just to know that skateboarding like this existed, a lot of the times you guys think back to 2005 and you're thinking Rodney Mullen. Oh no, Wrong again, young man. It was this. It was crazy shit like this all over the place, and I have a whole list of videos to review. So, two things. First off, give me a list of video parts that you remember from the 2000s, if you're maybe an older guy, or maybe you're younger and you just know about it. I would love to hear what you would like me to review maybe the next time we do this series. I would also love for you guys to submit videos to me of you skating, because this is fun, okay? But I can't tell Chris Cole how to be a better skater. He's already one of the best in the world. I'm not really doing much but exposing you guys to maybe new footage. So I would prefer for this series kind of to help people to become better skateboarders and become better video makers. But far be it from me to tell a pro, or whoever edited this or whoever filmed this, far be it from me to tell you guys. Then again, the hands on the ground, that's a no-no. We all know that these days, thanks to me, thanks to the hero ninja lifestyle. Anyways, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. And if we don't get submissions of you guys, it's not surprising. Half the country doesn't skate in winter. Half the world, it's freezing on our continent here. So maybe we get some foreign people sending some videos, or maybe we don't, because either way, I enjoy reviewing videos for you guys. It's just a different vibe when I do it here, because I can't really correct anybody. Also, this is 15, 16 years ago. So it's not like I can say, hey, next video, Chris Cole, don't tic-tac. Next video, this fool's already done, 15 videos since then. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because we do other videos here on the channel. I eat spicy foods, right? We do a podcast. Also, I show you guys local skate spots. So if you live in Las Vegas, I give you guys directions to skate spots. Or maybe you're gonna vacation here one day and you wanna skate. I'm trying to do what I can to keep you guys ready, prepared for skating, and also entertained. So I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good weekend. Kuna Matata, bitches. In the arms